Okay. We're getting ready to get started. If you need to grab water or anything, if you need to grab anything to help you along your practice, you can go ahead and do that. And we will start. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. And if not, I'm hoping this will add something to your day. So, when you're ready in a comfortable position on your yoga mat, let's take our left hand and rest it down and bring our right hand on top. And we're just letting the tips of our thumbs touch each other. This is going to activate some self-love. We'll start with a couple cleansing breaths. Inhaling through our nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more. Inhale through your nose. Hold it for a moment. Exhale, sigh it out. And then come back to your natural breath. Spending a few calming moments at the beginning of our practice. Getting prepared for a good practice and for a good day. And if you like, you may set an affirmation or an intention for today's practice or for your day. And that statement will begin with I am, I will, or I choose. And just breathe in that positive affirmation. Allowing it to manifest within your mind and your body. Take one more breath. And you can keep your hands here if you like as we start rotating our head to the right. Inhaling back and exhaling forward. And as we're warming up our next phase, I just want you to remember that now is the time where we will start to be really vulnerable. Not that we haven't been already, but we're starting to approach the cooler season. The days are shorter, the weather is colder. So it's really important to remember your self-care tactics during this time. Go ahead and start rotating your head to the left. It's important to remember your self-care tactics during this time because it's a really vulnerable time. Seasonal depression can start to settle in, along with the anxiety and depression from a pandemic we're currently in. We just want to try to work extra hard to keep ourselves intact and keep ourselves in a good mood. Bring your head back to neutral. Let's roll into the shoulders. Just release the hands, rest them on the knees. Inhale the shoulders up, exhale back and down. So whether your self-care is meditation, yoga, reading, cooking for yourself, writing in your journal. Remember to keep these things going as we reach this time of vulnerability and holidays start to approach. Sometimes we tend to get stressed and anxious and depressed during holidays too. And do the same thing, roll those shoulders forward. So this year you might have to work a little harder than you normally do to try to hold yourself together the best you can. It doesn't mean you won't have bad days, you will, but we want to try our best to work through them by using our self-care methods. Roll the shoulders forward a couple more times. Bring the shoulders back to neutral. Inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers, press the palms away. Exhale, release the right hand down, left arm comes up and over. Then let that right forearm come down as you reach through the fingertips on the left side. Or you can keep that right arm extended. Always remembering to work within your range, listen to your body. Making your practice your own. Take an inhale, come through the center. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Right arm comes up and over. Let's take an inhale, come back to center, interlace the fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release your right hand down to the ground. Start to drop your left ear to your left shoulder as you gently rest your left hand on the side of your head. Getting a good stretch in the right side of our neck. Our neck, our shoulders, our back, we carry a lot of stress here. We carry a lot of anxiety here. I went to the doctor a couple months ago because I was experiencing some stomach problems. And I found out that it was stress and anxiety, that it can manifest itself in your body that way too. And I remember my doctor just speaking on how tight my back and shoulders were. Take an inhale, exhale, lower the left hand down, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand gently rests on the side of the head. So yoga is a great way to loosen up the neck and shoulder space and to also calm your belly. Certain poses can help with your digestion. A lot of those twisting poses you see can help with your digestion. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the right hand down. Inhale the arms up again. Let's work into a simple twist. Push the palms away. Exhale, twist to the right side. Left hand on the outside right knee. Right fingertips face the back wall. Gaze over your right shoulder. Take an inhale, come back to center. Push the palms away again. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on the outside of left knee. Left fingertips face the back wall. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back up to center. Interlace those fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest up towards the sky. Getting the stretch in the front of the shoulders and also just opening up the lungs and the heart. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, rest the hands on the knees. Let's work into some seated cat-cow. Pushing the shoulders forward, around the spine. Bring your chin down to your chest. And we'll bring the shoulders back, arch the spine, chin lifts up towards the sky. We're moving in and out of cat and cow. In and out of these two postures. Moving with your breath, moving at your own pace. This is going to help warm our back up. You can keep moving with your cat-cow, or if you want to stir your body in a circle, you can do that too. I didn't realize, or maybe I did, I didn't realize how much stuff throughout your life that you just do hurts your back so much. Is it because I'm 30 now? Everything hurts my back. Sitting, standing, cooking, cleaning. So I gotta make sure my back is stretched all the time. I know there's a statistic like 80% of people have lower back pain. So make sure that you're taking some of these postures with you away from the class, like our cat-cow and child's pose and seated forward bend, that kind of thing. Those can really help. Bring your body back to a neutral position. Let's stretch our wrists out a little bit. Bring your first finger and thumb together, sticking those pinkies together, letting the hands roll off of each other as they roll towards your body. So my plan for today's class is to kind of keep a lot of flowing going. So we'll be flowing from one pose to the next, just trying to keep the movement kind of dynamic. We'll probably go through a sequence and then get the postures, and then we'll flow through the postures on the second round, moving with our breath. Go ahead and rotate those hands the other way. And I feel like when, at least at home, when I do the dynamic movement, it makes it more of a moving meditation. And I feel like I really feel it more deeply when I do it that way. Holding postures is still great for building strength and, just strengthening the muscles. But dynamic movement is a lot of fun too, just to add some cardio and again, to just make it like a meditation. Release the hands, bring the hands to heart center, inhale. Exhale, let the hands press into each other as they lower down towards the hips. Stretching out the fingers and the wrists. Let's release the hands. Let's bring the legs out in front and do a seated forward bend. Sweep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, lead with the chest. Reach for the feet. You don't have to be able to touch them. Just reach and form. Couple more breaths in your seated forward bend. Getting our legs warm and getting our back stretched. Roll up to a seated position. Come on, hands and knees and table. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Bring the big toes together. Shift your weight back. Bringing the hips back towards the heels. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, melt down into your child's pose. You want to add some movement, feel free to move your body side to side, settling down deeper into the hips. Remember, if sitting all the way back isn't comfortable for you, you can always let your tailbone be more up in the air. That's totally okay. Let's shift our weight forward as we get ready to come to down dog. Always remember, our down dog modification is puppy pose. Just down on the knees with the arms extended out. If you're okay with down dog, let's tuck our toes under and lift our hips up and back. If you need help with your down dog or you need suggestions for modifications, I do have a video on modifications and tips for your down dog. We really want to make sure our down dog is good because it's the base of our practice. It's one of those transition poses. It's an essential pose for our practice. You can pedal those feet out. Bring your gaze up in between your hands. Start to walk the feet up behind the hands. Let's roll up to a standing position. As we bring the arms with us, inhaling the hands all the way up, and then exhaling them down to heart center. Good. Let's do a few of those self-love circles. I like to call them self-love circles. As we release the hands, sweep them around, inhale them up, exhale them down. Inhale up, exhale down. Couple more times. Inhale up, exhale down. Once more, inhale up, exhale down. Good. Let's come to our mountain pose. Releasing the hands out to the side, palms facing outward. Go ahead and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Start to rock back and forth from the balls of your feet to the heels. And just make sure those knees are soft. Try not to lock your knees in place, keeping them soft. Chin is parallel to the floor. Engage the hands and the fingers. It's easy to let them get, kind of lazy. We want to engage our hands and our fingers when we're doing our practice. Let's move through a sun salutation, nice and slow to start. Inhale those hands up, hands meet at the top, small back bend, open the heart. Exhale, fall down to a forward fold. Grab the elbows, or you can just let the hands hang to the ground. Feel free to rock side to side. Let's loosen up our back some more. Release the elbows, inhale up to half lift, either with the fingertips on the ground or the hands on the shins, making sure our shoulders are relaxed away from our ears. Exhale, plant the hands down in front of the feet, step or jump back to a plank position or modified plank. If you decide to modify, go ahead, jump down to the knees, keeping that belly engaged. If not, you can stay off the knees. Take an inhale, exhale down for chaturanga. You can come down to your belly or down halfway. Hands come underneath the shoulders as we press into the hands, peeling the chest off the ground, coming to cobra. If you want a little more, go ahead, straighten those elbows out, come to up dog. Inhale, exhale, make your way back to down dog. You can tuck the toes under and lift straight back, or you can shift back towards a child's pose and then tuck your toes under and come back. And then we'll just take some breaths, either in your down dog or down in your puppy pose modification. Remember just to do what feels good on your body. Take some nice deep breaths. You should feel that back expanding. Let's look up in between our hands as we step or jump the feet up behind the hands. Inhale up to a half lift. Exhale, lower down to forward fold. Deep into the knees, roll up to a standing position. Inhale. Hands up above you as you come to a small back bend. And exhale the hands to heart center. And back down to your mountain pose. Coming back to our mountain pose, and we'll work through another sun salutation. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Small back bend. Exhale down to forward fold. Inhale up to half lift. Exhale, plant the hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to plank or modified plank. Lower down halfway or fully. Inhale up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Take your gaze, bring it in between your hands. Step or jump the feet up behind the hands. Inhale back up to half lift. Exhale, lower down, forward fold. Roll up to standing. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, the hands to heart center. And back down to your sides, coming back to mountain pose. Let's sweep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to pull our belly button back towards our spine as we come to a chair pose. Sitting down in our imaginary chair, letting our weight be into our heels. Should be able to wiggle the toes. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's step the left foot back. Try to stay up on the back toe if you can, but if you need to rotate that back heel down, that's fine. Shifting your weight forward a little bit, let's twist to our right side. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Woo. Straighten that front knee, lower that back heel down. Let's bring those arms out wide. Reach forward with this right hand and lower down for our triangle pose. Left hand extends up towards the sky. Push through the back hip. Gaze up towards the tip of the thumb if you can, or down towards the toes if you need some balance. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Come to a lunge. You can step straight back to your puppy pose, your down dog pose, or you can move through a vinyasa. If you're moving through vinyasa with me, we step that foot back, and then we go through our chaturanga, cobra or up dog, back to our down dog. Take your gaze, bring it up in between the hands, and start to bring those feet up behind the hands. Roll up to a standing position. Inhale. Exhale the hands down to heart center, and then down to your sides, coming back to mountain pose. Let's move through all that on the other side, getting our postures together first, and then we'll flow through it on the next round. Inhale up. Exhale, pull that belly button back. Come to your chair pose. Good. This time, we'll step our right foot back. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Let's twist to the left. Balance challenge. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Go ahead and straighten that front knee. Rotate the back heel down. Arms come out wide. Reaching forward with the left hand. Come down to triangle pose. Push through the back hip. Left arm extends up towards the sky. Maybe your gaze up is toward that thumb, and maybe it's down towards the foot. Inhale. Exhale, lower that right hand down, come to a lunge position. Step that left foot back. Take a break, or come to your puppy pose, or down dog, or move the vinyasa. I always encourage people to take breaks when they need them. You should be able to feel comfortable to take a break in whatever yoga class you're in. Take your gaze, bring it up in between the hands. Step the feet up behind the hands. Roll up to a standing position. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to heart center. And back to mountain pose. Now this time when we roll through these postures, we're going to be a little more, what did I say before? We're going to move with our breath. Sometimes I forget the verbiage I used. Let's take an inhale. Sweep those arms up. Exhale, sit back to chair pose. Inhale, chair. Exhale, step back with the left foot, high lunge. Inhale, straighten up. Oh, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Exhale. Inhale, rotate the back heel down. Arms come out wide. Exhale, reach forward, lower down for triangle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, lower the left hand down, come to a lunge position. Step the right foot back. Inhale, chaturanga. Inhale, what is this? Plank. Exhale, chaturanga. This is only if you're moving through your vinyasa. Remember, you can skip. Back to down dog. Good. Gaze in between the hands. Step the feet up behind the hands. Roll up to a standing position again. Let's move it on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Down to mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, come back to chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, step back with the right foot. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Inhale, straighten the front knee, rotate the back heel down, arms come out wide. Exhale, come to triangle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, lower the right hand down, come to lunge position. Step the left foot back, and you know what to do. Move through your vinyasa or take a rest. Good. On your next inhale, let's walk this left foot in a half step. If you're down in puppy pose, just come to table and extend the right leg back. If you're up and down dog, go ahead and extend the right leg back and down dog. Toes are pointed down towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, knee comes into the chest as we step it up in between our hands. Then we'll rotate the back heel down, windmilling up to warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, back hand lowers down, right arm scoops up and back, reverse warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, let's bring those arms back out wide. Let's straighten the front knee. This time, let's rotate our left hand down for revolve triangle. So instead of coming straight down, we're twisting. If you need to bend this front knee, that's totally fine. You might need to just because the hamstring will really be working here. Right arm extends up. Let's bring those arms back out wide. And we'll come to a reverse triangle. Difference is the front leg is straight. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill those hands down on either side of the foot. Step that right foot. Come with your vinyasa, or you can skip the vinyasa. And take some breaths in down dog or puppy pose. Let's walk our right foot in and half step. Extend the left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bring it into the chest as we step it up in between the hands. Come up to warrior two. This back hand is going to rest down as we scoop up and back for reverse warrior. Go ahead and bring those arms back out wide, straighten this front knee, and we'll come to revolve triangle, twisting the right hand down on the inside of the left foot. Remember to bend your knee if you need to. Good. Bring those arms back out wide. Now let's come to a reverse triangle. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill those hands down. Come to lunge position. Step that left foot back. We'll do your vinyasa or skip it. Now let's move a little more with our breath. Left foot walks in. Inhale. Exhale, the foot up in between the hands. Back heel down. Inhale up to warrior two. Exhale, lower this back hand down. Front arm scoops up and back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring those arms back out wide. Let's rotate the left hand down on the inside of the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, bring those arms back out wide. Inhale, back to reverse triangle. Exhale, come to lunge. We'll do your vinyasa or skip. Take some breaths in down dog or puppy pose, wherever you're at. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, step it up. Inhale up to warrior two. Exhale, back hand lowers down. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, bring those arms back out wide. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, come down to revolve triangle. Inhale, bring those arms out wide and move into reverse triangle. Exhale, come to a lunge position. Step that left foot back. We'll do your vinyasa or skip the vinyasa. Good. Take a couple breaths. Inhale. Exhale, drop down to the knees. Let's step this right foot up in between the hands. We're going to take both hands, bring them on the inside of the right foot. Go ahead and keep your both hands pointed down and either roll onto the side of your right foot, or you can take this hand, let it press into the right knee. Right hand presses into right knee. And then if you can, try to bring your gaze up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, back to center. Let's start to straighten this front leg. And then we're going to bring our left knee perpendicular with our mat, moving into gate pose. So try to keep that foot flat on the ground. Inhale the arms up. Let this right hand rest on the right leg. Coming down as the left arm comes up and over. Inhale. Exhale, let's come back to center. You can step that right leg back. If you want to move through your vinyasa, you can, and if you want to skip it, you can. Go ahead and come down to the knees again. Let's step the left foot up this time. Both hands come on the inside of the left foot. You can either roll onto the side of your left foot or keep that right hand planted down as you press into the left knee with the left hand. Gaze maybe comes up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale back to center. Let's start to shift our weight back, bringing our right knee perpendicular with our mat. Arms come up, inhale. Exhale, let that left arm rest down on the left leg. Right arm comes up and over, coming to gate pose. Inhale, come back to center. Let's bring our hands on either side of our leg as we step this left foot back. Go ahead and move through your vinyasa if you like, or feel free to skip. And inhale. Exhale, drop down to those knees. Let's make our way to a seated position, and we'll work into a little bit of boat pose just for some added ab work. Hands come down on either side of your hips. I'm comfortable with my fingertips facing the front. I think some people are more comfortable this way. I'm more comfortable this way. We shift our weight back onto our sits bones, letting those feet come off the ground. Feel free to keep the hands down, or if you want a little more, bring the arms out in front. And we're just holding. If you need support, you can also bring the hands behind the legs. Give me 2 more breaths. Abs are trembling, that's totally okay. Exhale, drop those feet down, hug the knees, give that belly a rest. Let's move into our boat pose again. Remember, you have an option to keep these hands down. Now we'll do it 2 more times. If you feel like it's a little bit much to keep both legs off the ground, feel free to do 1 leg at a time. Bring the feet off the ground or 1 foot. Extend those arms out in front. One more breath. And hug the knees. We'll do it 1 more time. And when you're ready, coming back to our original position. Remember, you can do the other foot if you did 1. If you want your arms out in front, go ahead. One more breath. Good, hug the knees. Let's sweep these legs around, coming back up to table. Let's shift our weight forward and either come to up dog or cobra. This will stretch our belly out some. When I don't stretch my belly out after doing ab work, I'll get a random, terrible cramp. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen today. And let's shift our weight back. Bring those big toes together. Hips start to shift back towards our heels. Come into child's pose. Take one more breath in child's pose. And now let's bring those knees close together if your knees aren't already close together in your child's pose. And then let your arms come down at your sides. Just letting that body rest over the legs. Couple more breaths down in your child's pose. Let's shift our weight back forward, coming to a table pose. And then we're going to come to a kneeling position. So if you know it's kind of hard under your knees, go ahead and fold your mat over a couple times. Give yourself some cushion underneath the knees. From here, we'll move into camel pose. Option 1 for camel pose. Let the forearms rest on the back. Push the hips forward. Let the head fall back. Option 2, hands come to the heels with the fingertips pointing down towards your toes. And you can push the hips forward. Option 3, you can extend the arms back, which is not my favorite, so that's why I do it just now. I like to just rest my forearms on my hips and push my hips forward. But again, pick which one you like. Opening up that heart. Good. Inhale. Exhale, let's make our way to a seated position, letting those legs extend out in front. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, let's come back to our seated forward bend. Just counteracting the back bend we did in camel pose. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, this time I want to see if you can melt down a little bit deeper in your seated forward bend, even if it's just a millimeter. Start to roll your body back up to a seated position. Let's move into cow face pose. So what I would like for you to do is bring your right leg on top of your left leg. And if possible, just try to let that knee face the front of your mat as much as it can. You can stay just like this with one leg extended and one knee bent, or you can bend both knees and stack the knees. I know that that is not attainable for everybody, so just stick with the first position if you need to. We're going to extend our right arm up towards the sky, bend at the elbow, palm faces our back, and then the left one comes behind, and this palm faces outward. And we're just getting those fingertips as close as possible. And as you're doing this with your arms, try to keep your chest open. A lot of times, we're trying to reach those arms together, and we'll start hunching down. Go ahead and open that chest. It's okay if your fingertips don't touch. If you have a shoulder injury or anything, feel free to skip this part with the arms because it can be a lot on the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Extend those legs out in front. Let's do it on the other side. Left leg comes on top of right leg. Left knee faces the front of your mat. You can stay just like this with your legs, or you can bend both knees. Left arm extends up. Bend at the elbow. Palm faces your back. Right arm comes behind you. Palm faces away. Remember to keep that chest open. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Extend the legs back out in front. This time, go ahead and take the bottom of the right foot and rest it on the inside of the left thigh. If you're comfortable with doing more, you can tuck it on the inside of your hip. We'll take our right arm, same side as our bent knee, and just reach for the outside of the left foot. You don't have to be able to grab it. Our left arm is just going to bend behind our back as we lower down. Bringing our gaze over to the left. Take a couple more breaths. And start to roll back up to a seated position. Right leg extends out in front. Bend at the left leg. Foot can come on the inside of the thigh, or you can tuck it in your hip. Left hand is going to reach for the outside of the right foot as the right arm bends behind our back and our gaze is over to the right. Take a couple more breaths on this side. Let's roll back up to a seated position. Take those knees, bend them, and bring the feet flat. Scoot the hips close to the heels. Roll down to your back. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest to start. Feel free to move those knees in a circle. Take an inhale. Exhale, release those knees. We're going to let the knees drop out wide and bring the bottom of the feet together, coming to reclining down angle. Arms can just rest at your sides with your palms facing upward. If it feels too intense on your hips, scoot your feet out some more. Just letting gravity pull those knees down towards the ground. This is a great hip opener. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, extend those legs out in front. Go ahead and hug your right knee into your chest. Lifting the chin up towards your knee, just to lengthen the spine. Exhale, release down. Let's take our right arm, extend it out to the side as we start to move our right knee over to the left. Now, if you need to stack your shoulders first, remember you can do that and then extend that arm out if that helps you. Take an inhale, exhale back to center. Hug those knees back in, extend the legs out in front. Left knee comes into our chest, pull it in, lift the chin up, lengthen the spine, and then pull that left knee over to the right. Left arm extends out to the side. Gaze is towards the ceiling or over to the left side. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hug the knees back to center. Hug them in one more time. If you need to stretch anything else, go ahead and take a moment to stretch whatever else needs to be stretched. For your Shavasana, you could come to corpse pose, letting those feet come towards the edges of your mat and those arms rest with the palms facing upward. Or you could come to a seated position. I'm gonna go ahead and sit up because I'm getting so relaxed and I don't want to fall asleep on you. So just come to your comfortable position and start to engage those long, slow breaths we used earlier. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale one more time through your nose. Deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Allow your breath to be natural again. And go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. And as you're here, begin to focus in on your breath. Bring your attention to your breath. Allow your breath to fully relax you. Each time you exhale, you feel your muscles release. Check in with your body and breathe into any tense areas, relaxing them fully. And as I was mentioning earlier, we're beginning to approach a time of year where we are very vulnerable to stress, to anxiety, to depression. We want to counteract these feelings with feelings of warmth, positivity, Each day, it's important to take some time for the self, even if it's just sitting with your thoughts and reflecting, meditating, yoga, journaling, whatever works best for you. A great way to tap into positive feelings is with affirmations. Affirmations allows us to speak the things we want to be true in our life, to speak them as if they've already happened and are already happening. So as I say these affirmations to you, just repeat them silently to yourself. I am where I should be, aligned with the universe. I am open and ready to attract abundance in my life. I am more than good enough. I forgive those who have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from them. I wake up every day with strength in my heart and clarity in my mind. My life is just beginning. I am right where I should be, aligned with the universe. I am open and ready to attract abundance in my life. I am more than good enough. I forgive those who have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from them. I wake up every day with strength in my heart and clarity in my mind. My life is just beginning. My life is just beginning. Breathe in those affirmations. Breathe in the belief that they're already happening. They're already in the works. Let go of fear, worry, anger, doubt, negativity. Those things have no place in your heart or your mind. Replace those feelings with feelings of abundance, happiness, self love, clarity, and strength. And on your next inhale, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes as you come back into your body and back into the room. And when you're ready, if you're laying down, roll over onto your favorite side, taking a moment to reflect on your practice, to revisit any other affirmations you use during your practice. And also take this time for gratitude. Thank yourself for practicing self care. And when you're ready, you may roll up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Let's take a moment to come back to that mudra we used at the beginning of class. Placing our right hand on top of our left, letting the tips of our thumbs touch. Cultivating that self-love one more time. Release the hands, taking all that self-love in your palms, bringing it up and around you. As the hands come up above you in the prayer, inhale. Exhale, float it all down to your heart center. Letting the thumbs press into the heart. And as always, I want to thank you for taking this time with me, for practicing some self-care, for trusting me to be your guide, and for sharing your soul and your space with me. Namaste. Okay, guys, that completes our practice today. I'm so relaxed. I'm like ready for a nap. This was fun. I feel your energy through the screen just coming at me. But anyway, I digress. This will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can watch it anytime if you really liked it and if you feel like you need a boost. And just thank you for being here. Peace and love. Peace. Thank you. Namaste.